Yeah, I could see that. And you've been watching TV. Memories of a Killer was a show that you recommended to me that I did not think I was gonna like. I thought it sounded stupid. Just like the premise, guy is starting to get like Alzheimer's or dementia.
I think part of that was like Patrick Dempsey. You're like, no. I think that
No, I
might
don't
have
mind
had
Patrick
something,
Dempsey.
maybe. But that was the whole reason I wanted to watch it. And then it just blew up from there.
Yeah, it was a fun show. It's one of those ones I kept wanting to watch. Like it was one of the I must watch this the minute it comes out. And did you
Yeah.
catch up?
Oh, yeah. I
Okay.
finished.
So we got another season coming. Thank God it was renewed.
I'm
Which I'm
interested, like, where do we go from here?
well, we got the daughter knows stuff. I wonder how
Yeah,
her big reaction's gonna be.
fair. But, like, also, I don't, I mean, I guess it could go either way, but a part of me is like, maybe she'll understand it because he doesn't, like, go after good guys except for the one, but that's because he didn't know. And he tried to make that right and rectify it. But I think once she finds out that he caused her friend, which wasn't really even her friend, to get slaughtered, like almost literally, that was horrible, first of all. I did not want to see her go like that. But whatever. Um I think that might have a toll on her also.
I was surprised that his daughter's cop friend let him go because he caught on a few episodes prior to the finale.
But I mean, he would have done the same thing. So I wasn't really surprised by that cuz he loves her. I almost feel like I could maybe it's just me being like one of those women that just wants things to happen like that. But I can see the show spinning that way to where they get back together and he raises the kid. Like maybe the husband dies or the husband's like, I can't deal with this, but she accepts her dad and he doesn't, and it turns into something like that. I could see that happening.
See, I thought the husband was gonna get killed by the end of the season, and I'm gonna throw this up. Spoiler alert, everybody! But yeah. So at the final episode, he's at the hospital and he can't remember his daughter's name. Like that
Oh,
was
that was
crazy.
so sad. But also, like, how do you? I mean, I guess he's experiencing a lot. And I thought at one point they were causing his spells to be like that, but now I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they're causing it. I think we're watching, which is a fascinating take, and I'm sure season two is going to delve into more of the memory loss and so forth. And I'm really curious to see where it goes from here. Like you
What
said, I
if what if it's all just like in his head and it's not really? He's just dreaming it. What if he's really Michael? Did I just mess you up?
yeah, that's fascinating. That's very Fight
That's a
Club of
weird
you.
twist. Yeah.
Yeah, he's both people.
Yeah.
That's that's
But that's
interesting.
just that's what he created in his brain while he's sitting there and like can't verbalize or anything.
Hmm.
Because the man can play piano.
Yeah,
But there was something they said in one like that Nikki said, that made me think they were causing him to have the memory things. But I can't verbatim remember what she said that made me trigger that thought process. But then further along, I'm like, well, maybe not.
yeah. I don't think they're causing it, but that would be fascinating. Because if they're causing it, that means it can be fixed. And I think the
Yeah.
story is more interesting if he actually has it.
I mean, fair, but if he actually has it, how much longer can the show go?
That is also fair. Maybe he'll get on experimental drugs. He's obviously rich.
Well, he did want to try that experimental thing, right? But they said you would have to do it sooner rather than later because it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
It's a
know.
great show. Um, seeing her, man, spoiler alert again, but seeing her being taken out like that, first of all, he should have done it sooner than letting her get in the car and crash. Um, second of all, though, she left that crap for his daughter, which is crazy.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that because I forgot about that. Yes. Um, we need this new season
But like,
quickly.
I guess for me, why would you already tried to kill her and like that didn't work out for you. But what did you get out of letting his daughter know? And you sent your daughter-in-law and the granddaughter off as if he
Because
couldn't find them anyways.
in a lot of ways, by killing her son, he ruined her life. So she's ruining his in return.
Yeah, but
Um, Beyond.
for her, like, she was gonna die, obviously, at some point. And she knew that. Everyone could figure that out. So, what did she really get out of it? Because she's not here to witness it. I don't
That's
know.
fair, but we get some interesting story moments next season. Will the daughter join with him or try to stop him?
I don't think she'll join with him, but I think she's not gonna join with him and she's not gonna like run away from him. But I think she'll accept him. But I also, oh, here's another thought process for this one. Do you think she confides in the husband or does she confide in the ex-boyfriend slash cop?
She confides in the ex boyfriend cop
I think so.
because her husband is not.
He can't handle that.
No, he's not up for that. He doesn't. I don't think drama and stress like that is something that man is equipped to deal with.
Definitely not. And he doesn't understand like her thought process on how she's trying to deal with her own stuff,
Mm,
which is crazy.
yeah, and I can't believe, man. I'm all for the short seasons. Like I'm not hating on the short season, but it definitely makes you anticipating the next. I'm ready for next.
I mean, the better question is how long are we going to have to wait?
It's network TV, so it'll only be a year.
Yeah, that's too long.
It might be fall though, because it was a hit. They might bring it on for the full 24
Like every 6 months would be great. But
because
even
Doc did
that's
that.
that's too long too. I feel like.
Well, Doc did the episode seasons after its short season, so I think we could get a longer season of this.
Yeah. I think we should. Cuz there's so many like the guy that he works for when he went and protected Michael and hired the nurse or whatever. He was like, "Now you can trust me." But first of all, I mean there was a little bit into their storyline, but not like a whole ton. And how crooked is he?
Yeah, this is one I want to rewatch, which I don't typically do a whole lot of, but I want to
Yeah.
watch them all in succession instead of having to wait week to week to week to week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it helps put the pieces together also. And I feel like there's little like Easter eggs that we might have missed because we were so wrapped up in the what was happening. But what, okay, this is one thing, and you may not remember this part that I had to like question. How did she, I know how she found his like New York condo or whatever, right? Like that makes sense because Nikki was working for her. But how did she have the code to his safe? How did she get in there to see all of his stuff? And how did he not realize that she was there?
I don't know.
You didn't have these same thoughts?
It's one show to the
You
next
do
show.
now.
Like I this is not a flex, anybody. I'm not flexing, but now that we've started getting screeners, like I am overwhelmed with television that it's like I watch it and it's so hard to like think about what I just watched when you're going right into the next thing. So I didn't
No,
really
you
have
need to
those thoughts.
like,
It's a fascinating idea.
you've got to take a moment and think about what you're watching and take it in because that's how the conversation happens.
That's fair.
Especially this one. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah. I I'm disappointed. Like all the bad guys lived. Like everybody lived in this show. Like nobody big died. They should have killed the husband. He should have died. That would have given her getting that reveal of who her dad was a lot more spicier going into the next season.
Well, yeah, but then, I mean, I guess technically he would still be going after the same people, but it went back to like his wife and he didn't realize that until like the last episode. So I'm interested to see how it all unfolds because obviously the ex-boyfriend's going to find out about that also.
Yeah. If he doesn't already have an inkling, because he's already kind of on to. But we obviously know that he knows that he's killed somebody, but we don't know the full extent of what he knows.
I mean, fair. But up until this point, he's been pretty good at hiding it with his print business.
Mm-hmm.
Which also, who the hell believes that? That's another thing. Like, how do you come up with him working for a printer company?
Because it's the exact opposite. Like exactly, nobody would. That's a perfect cover because nobody's gonna think that a guy working for a printing company is this
But of
assassin.
all things to choose for a show, this is what they choose. Like, that's
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
should have made him a
Wild.
surgeon.
Dude, I mean, truthfully, they probably would have got like a lot more people into it if they spun it that way, like off of Grace or something. That'd been kind of dope. But also not sure it would have been as good.
Yeah, he's got
And it would have
amnesia.
been harder to hide,
He's really Derek Shepard with amnesia.
which is wild. I think that's another thing that makes it so good though.
Mm-hmm.
But that man can just like he's a good actor. He
He
plays
is.
his roles well.